All right, we've got all the names in the hat. All the names, unfortunately. Remember, if you get your own name, just pull another one out. Once I check to make sure you're telling the truth. Oh, shut up, Dylan. I know we all know how this works. I'm just trying to set the mood. All right, who should go first? Oh, I know. How about my lovely little sis? Actually, I'm not so sure I want to do this. Don't be so shy. I know this type of thing isn't usually your cup of tea, but just trust me and give it a try, okay? Come on, just grab a name. I promise it'll be fun. All right, fine. I guess it could be interesting. All right. Let's see who's lucky enough to be paired with my wonderful sister. Oh. Hey, you can pick another name if you want. Like, I know you invited him, but I'm sure not even you would want... What, Izzy? Would want to spend time with my friend who's the only person here I know other than you? Why do you treat him like that? Bree, no, it's just... No, please don't leave. This is my house too, and I want you here. All right. If you really don't want to stay, then I'll come with you. You've had too much to drive, and I don't want you just wandering around alone. What? Bree, no, it's midnight. You can't just go wandering around with him in the middle of the night. And why not, Izzy? Because he's dangerous? I can't believe you actually believe that shit. Look, I'm just worried about you. I'd be worried even if it wasn't him. Fine. Look, we'll just walk over to the park and swing on the swings or something. This entire room knows who I left with and where we're going. Even if you think he's scum, you know he's not stupid enough to try anything. All right, fine. But keep your location on so I can check where you are. Fine, whatever. Come on, let's go. Hey, are you okay? Come here. I can't believe she'd do that in front of everyone. She's known you for so long. She should know that you'd never do any of that shit they said you did. Let's just forget this entire thing happened and go have fun. I haven't played on that playground since we were kids. Plus, I've always wanted to swing on the swings at night. That's the spirit. Come on, I'll race you there. Did you forget I've been on track team since I was like 12? Still, I didn't know you could run that fast. You stopped coming to the gym with me. I was worried. But I guess you've been keeping active at home still, huh? Glad to hear it. You're gonna need it soon enough. Oh, it was nothing. Anyway, remember that old house in the woods? You know, from when we were kids? Want to check it out? Don't worry about her. It's only a few hundred yards. There's no way she'd be able to pinpoint my location that accurately with the app we use. Don't say that. Don't ever doubt my faith in you again. We've been together since before I could walk, practically. I know you'd never hurt me. Come on, let's go. The nights are just starting to get chilly, so it's the perfect time to explore a spooky old shack. I'll race you. Wait, never mind. I just remembered those thorn cuts you had to clean for me when we explored through there as kids. Although I wouldn't mind having you carry me home if my legs get all scratched up. Just like back then. Oh, wow. It hasn't changed at all. It does seem a bit smaller now, I guess. I always remembered it as almost a mansion, but it's just a little cabin. Huh. This is emptier than I thought it would be. Well, it's a bit anticlimactic. Oh, I know. Since we didn't get to take part in 7 Minutes in Heaven, why don't we play another classic party game? Good old Truth or Dare. All right. I haven't played Truth or Dare since middle school. Come on, rock, paper, scissors to see who goes first. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Haha, victory. Man, you just can't beat me tonight, huh? All right then. Truth or Dare? How many people have you kissed? 0. Come on. You're supposed to tell the truth. I can believe in the last few years, but I know you had to have kissed someone back before any of that stuff happened. Still no? That's not true. But I guess you wouldn't know that. Well, I kissed you every time we had a sleepover. I mean, you're a really heavy sleeper. We got up to all kinds of fun things together. Of course I'm not joking. I've loved you for so long. I've wanted to do so much more with you. Or to you. But it had to wait. We're so close to our blissful life together, babe. We'll never be apart. Ever again. And now that we're here, I can take the final step. Oh, baby. I wouldn't bother with that. I checked this cabin out a few weeks ago and found everything was still surprisingly sturdy. All I had to do was replace the handle with an antique I found at the flea market, and I knew I could lock us in without you suspecting anything. And all it took was writing your name and slipping it into my sleeve so I could be sure you were my pick. I figured everything would go south once I got paired with you, and I could make some excuse to get you out here with me. But I didn't even have to do anything. You gave me the perfect chance. Don't look so nervous, babe. I'm not going to hurt you. I just needed a secluded space where I was sure you couldn't escape. Now, I just need you to make a tiny little choice. Be mine forever, or lose everything you've ever loved or strived for. What do I mean? It's pretty simple. You can either pledge that you will be with me for the rest of your life as my loving husband, or I can run screaming and crying back to the party, babbling incoherently about how I never should have trusted you. No matter what you choose, your life can never go back to the way it was before tonight. Personally, I'd go for the option that ends with you receiving more love than you could ever have dreamed of getting. A comfortable life free of stress or worries. Well, once you accept that you'll always be mine anyway. Once you've accepted your role, I'll even consider letting you have a few friends and even contact with your family. Oh, supervised, of course. Or you could go for option 2. That will leave you with nobody and nothing. Just a stain on your already spoiled reputation. One that can never be removed. No employer would hire someone who's that much of a liability. No doubt your family would cut ties with you. And the few fragile friendships you have will dissolve in a heartbeat. Oh, and I don't think you'll have many people taking your side. Yeah, generally the majority of people side with the accused in this situation. But do you really think for a second anyone would stick their neck out for you? Who do you think they'll believe? Me, the sweet, innocent girl who is stubbornly stuck by your side, despite everyone warning her to keep her distance from you. Or you, the guy who just barely avoided getting expelled on multiple occasions. You, who everyone on campus thinks is an absolute creep. Your family has all but given up on you, and the few friends you have are nowhere near close enough to you to risk coming to your defense. Hell, I'm pretty sure most of them would think, yeah, I kind of expected something like this to happen. I know I said I thought you were innocent. I wasn't lying. I really do believe you. I mean, of course I believe you. Who do you think sets you up every time? Oh, don't look so shocked. Did you really think you were just unlucky enough that you ended up in so many unexplainable situations? It took me so long to wear you down, your reputation, until you had no one left on your side. Other than me, of course. I will always have your back, as long as you accept that you only need me. Now, why would I tell you how I did it? Give you evidence so you can turn it against me? Let's just say it's surprisingly easy to get people to do what you want without them even realizing it. Are you really that dumb? There's no chance my sister would believe you. You heard her earlier. You and I both know she wasn't just putting on an act. Sure, you and her may have been best friends when you were kids, but not anymore. She lost faith in you as your transgressions got worse and worse. Her love for you has long since died. Oh yeah, she loved you. It was disgusting seeing her fawn all over you, hearing her gush about you. I never wanted to hate my sister, but every time she looked at you like that, I just felt roiling hatred. And then I came close to letting it overflow. I almost did something to her that I'd never be able to take back. That's when I decided I needed a plan. This plan. Of course, now she looks at you and talks about you like you're the filth that taints her blissful childhood memories, which irks me in its own way. But at least with it like this, I'm able to have you all to myself. Well, of course you would have. I've known you would have gone out with me for a long time. That's not enough. Normal relationships end. Normal love can fade. While I wish I could have been with you this whole time, I had to make that sacrifice in order to make sure I'll have you for the rest of our lives. Plus, you could have asked me out too, you know. Yeah, I guess that's true. Normally, someone like you would never have a shot with me. I would want the creepy, quiet guy that distances himself from everyone and can't even maintain more than one long-lasting friendship. Plus, just look at yourself. But don't worry. I don't care what you look like or how pathetic you become. I will always love you. I'm glad you didn't ask me out, actually. I didn't really have a plan for that. I could have ruined everything. I don't think I could have said no to a passionate confession from you. Yeah, it may have also worked while I was your girlfriend, but people already don't take accusations like this seriously. Infinitely more so when it's between a couple. They'd have just written it off as some lover's squabble gone too far, and then, poof, there goes my leverage. You're right. Who on earth would have confessed feelings for you? I'm the only person on this planet that could love you. Maybe things would have been different if you kept being the outgoing, upbeat, and caring person you were when you were younger. You used to be such a sweetheart. Even though I was a few years younger than you and my sister, you never treated me like an annoyance. You always made sure I could tag along on your adventures. Always made sure I didn't feel left out or like I didn't belong. You'd always look out for me, carrying me home. You never let me feel like I was a burden. Even in the past few years, after you started to distance yourself from everyone, you were still so sweet to me. Maybe it's because I'm the only one who didn't give up on you. But it doesn't really matter why. All that matters is that these last couple of years, where it's been just you and me, they've been the best years of my life. So, now, I need you to make a choice. Become mine and be with me, living every day in bliss with your best friend, now lover, who's stuck with you your whole life, or lose the only person who cares about you and live the rest of your life as a pariah. It's an easy decision, babe. You can either live in bliss with a loving wife who wants nothing more than to see you comfortable and happy, or you can jump from shitty job to shitty job, never making any real connections until you die alone and miserable. Of course you'd be living with me. My family owns a small cabin a few minutes out of town. It's a truly beautiful place. I know you love the outdoors and feeding that adventurous spirit of yours, so I think you'd really like it. Of course. Once I feel like you're truly happy being with me and wouldn't do something stupid like trying to escape. But I don't think that'll take too long. I plan to take very good care of you. I want you to be happy more than anything else. That's why I had to do all this. I knew you'd be happiest by my side. What? Hold on. I need you to say that again. Louder this time. I need to record you saying that you belong to me. You know, for future use. Oh, babe. You don't know how much this means to me. I promise I'll make you the happiest person in the world. Oh, we can spend all day talking, or snuggling under a blanket watching movies, or cooking together, or exploring and swimming in the lake, or making out, or other stuff. Oh, that reminds me, babe. How many kids do you want? I was thinking 5 or 6, but... Yes, kids. Don't tell me you don't want kids. Good. But you're wrong. It isn't too soon to talk about it. We're married now. Even if we'll have to wait a few months to do it legally. I don't want my family getting too suspicious. Oh, don't worry about that. It's bigger than you'd think. There's plenty of room for us and our kids. Besides, I already have a job all lined up at my parents' company. You wouldn't have to worry about a thing. All right, we should start heading back. I turned my phone off when we came in, so I'm sure my sister's freaking out by now. But remember, you make even a peep about any of this to anyone, your chances at a happy future will evaporate in an instant. Bree. Oh my God, Bree, I was so worried about you. Where did you take her? I swear, if you Calm down. Everything's fine. I just took him to explore an abandoned house in the woods over there. Why the hell would you do that? I know you won't admit he's a total piece of shit, but you need to at least think about your safety. I mean, what if he... Drop it. Let's just go back to the party. I'll get everything. everything ready for you to move in with me by the end of the week. So start packing.